Where to get vegan food? Where do you normally get food? The grocery store, of course. But let's discuss some other options. Growing your own food. Having a vegetable garden means saving money, having responsibility, having something to nurture, gaining appreciation for farmers and the production process, eating fresher foods with a great taste. Don't have space for a garden? Potted herbs on a windowsill can still count. Or consider getting an indoor gardening system. Both hydroponic and soil-based are great because you can grow herbs and greens indoors year-round. Community gardens. This is a great option for those without land who still want to experience the therapeutic effects of gardening. Community gardens are collaborative projects on open spaces where participants share the maintenance and the products of the garden. It can be one community plot or many individual plots located at schools, churches, hospitals, and neighborhoods. Community gardens are popping up everywhere, so see if there's one near you. Just Google community garden near me. Speaking of local, farmers markets. I love farmers markets, and here's why. You have a better connection to your food source. You can talk to farmers directly to know more about the food they sell. You support local economy, and it's seasonal. So yeah, you can't get strawberries year round, but that's the point, because seasonal means fresh when picked, which means better nutrition for you. Another option is to sign up for a CSA, Community Supported Agriculture. It's become a popular way for customers to buy local seasonal food directly from a farmer. They'll deliver their harvest in a box directly onto your doorstep. Just Google CSA near me and see what pops up. I bet you'll find something you didn't know existed. Speaking of doorstep delivery, I do not recommend meal delivery services. Terrible for the environment. Deliveries come with an abundance of single-use plastic, and the trucks have to have refrigerators running at all times. Food comes from so far away, and it's also overpriced. You become dependent on a system that eliminates decision-making. It's better to get out and shop and be creative in the kitchen. I also do not recommend fast food delivery. Yes, it may be convenient, but it comes at a cost. It's notoriously expensive, unhealthy, uses single-use unsustainable packaging. Only on occasion would I recommend restaurants. How often do you think the average American eats out at a restaurant? Well, 56% say they dine in at a restaurant or get a takeout meal delivered 2 to 3 times a week. That's too much. This is also expensive. Ordering in restaurants can be so limiting for vegans. Nearly all restaurants use questionable ingredients like cheap cooking oil, which personally gives me indigestion and just reminds me it's better to cook for myself. You also don't really know what's going on in a kitchen. If you've worked in a restaurant before, you probably know what I mean. You might have had a behind-the-scenes understanding that cleanliness can be a concern. So, if you do eat out now and then, Happy Cow app is a great option to find vegan restaurants in your area. Are you on a budget? Frozen and canned fruits and veggies are better than no fruits and veggies. Vegan food is not more expensive, so don't believe that rumor for 1 minute. Just think. Rice and beans is one of the cheapest meal options available. Use it as a base for stir-fry or veggie bowls. It's healthy, delicious, contains a lot of protein, and is, of course, vegan. Compared to meat, even that poor quality cheap meat, rice and beans is still less expensive, especially when you buy in bulk. It's far more nutritious and it won't expire. Meat and dairy is not cheaper than the alternatives. It's actually a subsidized industry propped up by our taxes. The government supports the continuation of meat and dairy when it should be delegating taxpayer funds to incentivize farmers to grow plant foods. Here's a saying to also keep in mind. Pay now with your money or later with your health. And future illnesses will also require money for medical expenses like testing, surgeries, medications, and treatment. The greatest wealth is your health. To recap, cooking at home is the healthiest, cheapest option, and no, it doesn't have to be time-consuming. Here are some additional pointers for you the next time you shop at a supermarket or grocery store. Try to do most of your shopping on the perimeter of the grocery store where things are fresh. Do less shopping in the middle of the store, which contains mostly processed foods. Grocery chains with a large variety of vegan options include Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, 365, Aldi, Sprouts, Fresh Time, and Fresh Market. My favorite out of all those is Trader Joe's because it's so vegan friendly with the most affordable prices. They rotate their selection, so there's almost always something new each time I shop, in addition to buying my basics. Trader Joe's has so many vegan options, they go the extra step and put a pink label on the shelving to indicate that that particular product is vegan. It makes shopping so much easier for vegans, and I highly recommend it. Some grocery stores have hoppers, which are a great way to be low waste. Bring your old glass jars, have them weighed, and a tera weight will be written on the lid. From then on, you can use them as containers pour in cereals, grains, nuts, and snacks directly into the jars and buy them that way. It's a sustainable process that helps us cut back on single-use plastic packaging. And you can buy as little or as much as you need that way. Here's a grocery list I made just for you. It includes some of my favorite vegan staple foods. And here's a list including some of my favorite vegan brands.